Well, let's see what we're getting up to today. I think I'm going to do the valve adjustment on that Honda engine. Get that done, taken out of the way, and bought some things for the garage because Dave for Redneck's Garage is always buying Milwaukee tools. So I was at Home Depot today and I bought some Milwaukee tools too, so we're gonna put those fuckers to the test. I needed a 3-inch hole saw. And of course, you need the arbor to go with it. So we're gonna see if this thing's worth the money or not. Because if it's not, I'm gonna get mad and smash it. And speaking of smashing shit, last week I got mad at my drift camera. You know, I'm so shocked on how strong and durable this thing is built. I swear they built this camera because it pisses off people that they cannot break it. The only thing it suffered, the glass just popped back in place. I doubt it'll be waterproof now anymore. The little rubber tab off the back is gone now permanently, but you know, there's no damage to the lens. You know, I chucked it like 3 times. Put a new ball head on it too because the small ball head just wasn't doing what I wanted to do. This one here is a lot more usable, and plus it's got some other things that I could adjust easily enough when I'm working on projects. So pretty excited to try that until that camera pisses me off. I'll probably learn not to lose my temper and throw shit, but sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes things just piss you off so bad that you gotta fucking smash it. Cause that's sometimes it's the only way fuck it makes me feel good is if I fucking smash it to bits. You know, you just gotta teach it a fucking lesson. So I'm gonna show you guys something here in this arbor. You see those 2 little pins right there? And this has happened at the last place I worked at and a few other places before. You want to see how this works? See how it's pushed up and you can push it down? The key is to screw it into the thing and push it up. Notice how the arbor is punched in those holes. That's how it's supposed to work. Nothing burns my ass more than somebody who doesn't do it that way, leaves it up, and then tightens the hole saw down as tight as it can go, and they fuck up the arbor because they're too retarded. I'm pretty impressed. Not only is this Milwaukee 3-inch hole saw pretty darn sharp, my rigid drill, 18 volt, powered right through it. So I just cut this piece through the hole saw, just like that, and it'll be welded on the end. Yeah, that's what I'm up to right now, just double checking the valve clearances on this Honda engine. Doing a video for my secondary channel, how to check the valve clearances, make sure you're at top dead center on the compression stroke, and you know how to properly set her up. So now we're just going to reassemble the engine and start it up, and hopefully everything should work fine. Should be an interesting project. Might try to tackle it tomorrow. I need to put this in my mill and then machine the whole surface flat. This is where a fly cutter would come in handy, but I don't have one. So it's going to be a long, slow, painful process. And also, my little mini mill's pretty short, so I can't stand the brake drum up, so I have to go on the side. So I'm going to have to take cuts going sideways. And then I can only go down so far before the cullet or whatever will hit this. Then I need to flip the drum upside down. I guess you could always grind it too, but you're not going to get it as flat. But yeah, that's what tomorrow's project's going to be, maybe. We'll see. You know what time it is? Motherfucking beer time. Oh, I know in the video, it seems like I've done a whole lot of fuck all, but I've actually been pretty busy on other things. Pissing around in the garage, getting everything ready. It's going to be a busy week, but we're going to get there. One thing I like about these cans, old Milwaukee, is the pinup girls. Makes it so much more better. Oh yeah. Well, just pissing around in the garage today, trying to do some machining. Gonna fire this thing up in the lathe, hopefully if I can get it set up, we'll see. This brake drum is pretty big and I need to machine a part of the face off flat, so we're not sure how that's going to play out yet, but I'm going to show you what's going on. So basically this piece is going to be drilled and tapped in there maybe, or maybe it might have to be welded in depending how it's going to play out. But I need to take my mill and keep on machining it down so that whole surface is flat. Get the fuck off there, magnet. So that this piece can be bolted there, because this is going to be the exhaust port of my rock crusher. Holy shit, I had a feeling this was going to take forever, but I guess I gotta bust out the grinder and get serious with it, because this is not doing what I want it to do. Yeah, I had my end mill in there and I was cutting her back, but fuck, that's just taking forever. Forever. I'm just gonna take my grinder, cut it through here, cut up the sides and weld that plate in. I really wanted to machine it down flat. That way I could utilize some of the curve in the drum, but that's not gonna happen. And then I took it outside, I took a grinder which worked well, but it was painfully slow, so now I'm gonna try to put the 3-inch hole in there and then flatten this down a little bit more for that other piece to get welded in, but we'll see. Let's see if we can make this happen. It's like Christmas, those pieces that were lost, they reshipped them and I finally got them. Too bad they didn't show up a few weeks ago. I could have had that part of the project pretty much finished, but oh well, at least I got them now, something to work on afterwards. At least something worked out good today. This Milwaukee 3-inch hole saw I bought, it's pretty darn impressive, I tell you. I'm going to show you why in a second. I was kind of always mocking Dave for buying these tools. I didn't think they're really all that good, but I'm pretty impressed with this. I've used a lot of hole saws in my lifetime, and they usually don't last that long, especially in shit that I'm drilling, but let's have a look. And look at that, look how thick it is in spots. And I had no problems with that hole saw chewing through it too. I used my air drill in the end because my Ridget went through 2 batteries drilling through it and they're just charging up, but that section's done. This was pretty painful. I just got to grind this section down a bit, and then where's that piece? What did I do with it? Yeah. Then once I get it in flat, I can weld that in place. And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the top holes, because this is gonna be the discharge. And then I still need a feed hole, because it's gotta come off somewhat at an angle. And I was thinking of having, not on this side of the drum, but on that side down there, I was thinking of having a feed coming through the top. But that metal right here is extremely thick, so I'm not so sure about that now. I might just take that hole saw 3-inch and drill 2 holes and then grind it out and then weld the metal in. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to figure that out as I go, but yeah, that's how it's looking. Well, I think that's enough for today. I got a lot of parts coming in, which means there's a lot of stuff I can keep on doing. There still is a lot of things I can keep on doing. I should have enough work without spending too much money over the winter time to keep me busy, but no motherfucking beer time, because I gotta head out tonight. I'm supposed to meet up with a guy at Starbucks to pick up a 1 3/4-inch brass rod by 1 foot. So he's asking $25 in the metal supermarket. Was quite a bit higher, like double that price. So sounds pretty sketchy, but at least it's in a public place. So if I get stabbed, you know, you won't hear from me again. But then again, if I got stabbed, you wouldn't see this video either. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. I'll talk to you guys later. Holy shit, boys, look at this. It's a winter wonderland out there. Big blizzard going on. I just got home from driving in this. It was freaking insane. I just drove all the way across the city to pick up this. It's about 10 inches long, 1.75 inches wide, solid brass I'm going to use on a project. $25. That is fucking dirt cheap. Well, I just got outside the garage last night. It was crazy with that blizzard. And then the roads were just shit. And then today, it's probably like the worst roads that you could ever experience. When it starts raining, when it's right around 0 degrees, then it turns into really heavy snowfall. And then that starts to freeze. Then you get that layer of ice on the bottom. That layer of ice is what makes things really dangerous, because it's like a fucking skating rink. This is where I missed the all-wheel drive Beamer. The Volkswagen did actually pretty good But with being front wheel drive, it does not have the traction control like you would normally find in all wheel drive vehicle. That was something I knew that was going to happen when I when I bought this car, but the fuel mileage savings is huge. And fuck, this is going to be my last day in the garage for a while. Taking a little break, so I'm coming outside just to do a few things. I also got, let me just grab it here. Looks like I got some stickers. I don't know who it's from. It's mailed in Canada from the postage stamp, so we're gonna have a look at that a little bit later. Once I get the garage heated up and warmed up, I'm gonna continue working on the rock crusher, but I'm gonna turn on the furnace right now and clean up while that's happening, because fuck, the furnace makes so much noise that it's not very good for recording. So I'm just gonna turn that on. You could probably hear the fan in the background start to fire up, and then the ignition will start on the gas. You'll start hearing it click pretty quick. Well, you know, sometime fucking today. But yeah, let's get this shit on the road. I gotta clean up my lathe and stuff, then we'll continue playing around on this project. Well, that took a lot of fucking grinding, but I got that piece on. I'm gonna see if I could stick weld across the top here and stick weld in behind. Should have actually cleaned that up a little bit better, but I wasn't expecting the stick weld on the back side there, but I figured I probably should. And then we're going to clean up the inside here, grind those welds off smooth. Yeah, so let's get this fucking started. Well, I got done what I needed to do. Still got a little bit of touching up, like filling inside of there. I can grind that down smooth. But I used the stick welder to weld the plate up top and on the bottom too, so that part's all done. One thing I hate about grinding is all the shit that leaves behind, that fine dust. The floor's full of it. I got a shit show mess going on. MIG welder there, stick and TIG welder here, shit's all over the place. I'm gonna start cleaning up, then I'm gonna look at that letter. And then it's gonna be motherfucking beer time. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Motherfucking beer time. All it says is, "Hi Jerry, here's a couple toolbox stickers for you." Ah, Steve Robb, very nice. Alright, there we go. Put it on my toolbox. Alright, it's motherfucking beer time. It's only Wednesday, but I gotta shut her down early going for wings. And I probably won't be out in the garage for the rest of the week. I got some shit going on. But I got done what I needed to get done. Got the parts for the car. So I got enough projects to keep me going for a long time. Fairly long time. Meantime, motherfucking beer time. I'm gonna get going because there's beer and wings with my name on it. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.